Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. In part 1 we made the blouse, and now in part 2 we will make the scarf. The blouse and scarf are made with the same pattern. The scarf is made with rows and the blouse is made with rounds, and the scarf is also reversible, so it looks the same on both sides. I used a size 4 3.5mm hook in Rainbow Rhapsody from Yarn Bee. I used 100 grams, so half of the yarn for the blouse and the other half for the shawl. I started with the yellow yarn and made the blouse, and then I had about 100 grams left over, and that's the yarn that I'm using now to make the scarf. Let's get started. Start by making a slip knot. I wrap the yarn around my hook and pull the yarn through the loop and pull tight for the slip knot. Chain 3 for the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, then chain 2 more for the chain space 1 and 2, and make a double crochet into the first chain, and I go through the top loop and that back bump to have 2 pieces of yarn on my hook for a more secure stitch. Make the double crochet, and that's the end of row 1 already. We made a triangle. Let's start row 2. Turn your work and make a single crochet into the triangle. Then chain 2 for the first double crochet. 1, and pull the loop a little long for the second chain so we can crochet into it easier on our way back. Then make 4 more doubles into the triangle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, so altogether we have 5 doubles, and that's the end of row 2. Let's start row 3. Make a chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn your work and make 4 single crochet into the 4 doubles. Start with the first double and make your first single. Then make 3 more singles into the next 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 4 singles into our 4 doubles. And now we have to make our 5th single crochet into the second chain that we made a little bit larger. Go underneath that top loop and that back bump. So you grab 2 pieces of yarn out of that chain. Go right underneath those 2 pieces of yarn and make your 5th single crochet. And now we have to make the chain of 7, but we make it a little differently than we made it on the right side because this is the end of the row. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then yarn over twice and make your treble crochet into the second chain again, the same where we just make the single, and it's a little bit easier now because we already have a stitch there. Pull through 2 loops, through 2 loops, and through 2 loops, and that's our replacement for the chain of 7. And now we can start row 4, which is the same as row 1, where we make triangles again, but we have a little bit more space to fill now. Turn your work, make a single crochet into the chain space and chain 2 for the double. Chain 2 more for the chain space and make a double crochet into the chain space, and that's our first triangle. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip over the first single crochet, go into the second single and make a single crochet. Make a single crochet into the third single and make a single crochet into the fourth single, so we have the first and the last single crochet empty. So the last one is empty and the first one is empty. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make another triangle into the chain space. Make sure your little loop is not twisted, so make sure it's straight. Make a double crochet, 2 chains and a double crochet into the chain space, and that's our second triangle, and we just made our increase, so now we have 2 triangles. Turn your work and start row 5. Go into the triangle, make a single crochet and chain 2 and pull that second chain a little longer again. Make 4 more doubles into the triangle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, so we have our 5 doubles. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip over the first single crochet out of the 3 we made, go into the second, so we have 1 to the right and 1 to the left. Make a single crochet into the second single crochet and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a slip stitch picot. Grab those 2 pieces of yarn of the single crochet, they look like an arrow up, and pull through all 3 loops and make the slip stitch picot. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our picot. And then move to the next triangle at the end of the row and make 5 doubles into that triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we can start row 6, our last row of the pattern repeat, where we made the chain of 7, and we will make 5 single crochet. Make a chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn your work over and make 5 single crochet into the 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this round is very easy. Now we chain 7 again and make 5 singles into the next 5 doubles. Make a chain of 7. Then skip over the chain and the picot and the second chain. Go to your cluster of 5 doubles and make the 5 singles into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember that last single crochet goes into the second chain, so it's a little bit more difficult. Grab those 2 pieces of yarn of the second chain and make your 5th single crochet. Then chain 3, yarn over twice and make the treble crochet into the second chain again where you just made the last single crochet, and that replaces our chain of 7. That was our last row, and now we can start with row 1 again of our 6 row pattern repeat. We made 1 triangle, then 2. Now let's make 3 triangles. Turn your work over and make the triangle in the chain space. Make a single crochet, 2 chains for the double and 2 more chains for the chain space and another double into the chain space. Chain 3, skip over the first single crochet and into the next 3 singles make 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3. So the last one stays empty. Chain 3, and now we skip 4 stitches. We skip the last single crochet and then 3 chains. Skip 1 chain, 2 chains, 3 chains, and make the triangle into the 4th chain. Make the double crochet, 2 chains, and the double crochet into the 4th chain, and that's our second triangle. Chain 3, and now let's double check. We should have 3 chains to skip. 1, 2, 3, and we have 1 single crochet to skip. Start in the second single crochet and make your 3 singles into the next 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3. So the first and the last single crochet stay empty. Chain 3, skip over that last single crochet. Make sure your loop is not twisted and make the triangle into that loop with a double crochet, 2 chains, and a double crochet into that loop. So now we have 3 triangles. Let's start row 2. Turn your work, make a single crochet into the triangle and chain 2, and then pull your second chain a little longer again. Make 4 more doubles into the triangle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 4, skip over the first single and go into the second single crochet and make a single crochet. Chain 4, go into those 2 pieces of yarn of the single crochet and make the slip stitch picot. Pull through all 3 loops and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. to the next triangle. It's our second triangle. And now we can repeat the pattern. Make 5 doubles into the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 4. Skip the first single crochet, go into the second single crochet, and make the single crochet, 4 chain, slip stitch picot, chain 4, go to your last triangle at the end of the row and make 5 doubles into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we have 3 clusters with 5 doubles and 2 picots. Let's start row 3. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn your work and make 5 singles into the 5 doubles. 1, 2, have a little yarn defect here, 3, 4, and 5. And now you can repeat that pattern. Chain 7, make 5 singles into the 5 doubles. Chain 7, and then we make our 5 single crochet, 4 of them into the 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the 5th one again into the second chain. Grab the 2 loops, make the single crochet, and finish the round with a chain of 3 and a treble crochet into the second chain where you just made the single crochet. And now we can start row 4, and if you noticed, we really only have a 3 round pattern repeat. It's just that the rounds start on opposite ends. So let's start row 4 where we make triangles. Turn your work, make a single crochet into that chain space. Chain 2 for the first double crochet, then chain 2 more for the chain space and make a double crochet into that chain space. Chain 3, skip the first single crochet and into the next 3 singles, make 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, skip over the last single crochet, skip over the next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th chain, make the triangle with a double crochet. I have to yarn over there, double crochet, chain 2, and make a double crochet into the 4th chain. Chain 3, skip the 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, skip the first single and start in the second single and make 3 singles into the next 3 singles, 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, skip the last single crochet, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3, and make the triangle into the 4th chain. Make the double, chain 2, and double crochet into the 4th chain. Chain 3, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, skip the first single and make 3 singles starting in the second single, 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, skip the last single crochet, Make sure your little loop is not twisted and make the triangle into that loop with a double, 2 chains and a double crochet. So now we increased to 4 triangles. Let's continue with row 5. Turn your work and make 5 double crochet. Remember, the first one is the single with a chain of 2, and then make 4 more doubles into the chain space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into the second single and make your single crochet, 4 chain, slip stitch, picot, make the single, chain 4, make the slip stitch, picot, and chain 4. And now you can repeat that pattern until the end of the row. Make 5 doubles into the triangle, chain 4, make a single crochet into the second single with a 4 chain, slip stitch, picot, and chain 4. Go to the next triangle, make the 5 doubles, chain 4, make the single crochet into the second single with a 4 chain, slip stitch, picot, chain 4, and finish row 5 with 5 doubles into the last triangle. So we made 4 clusters with 5 doubles and 3 picots in between. Let's start our last row of the pattern repeat again with row 6. Make a chain of 7. Turn your work. Make 5 singles into the 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you can repeat that pattern until the end of the row. Chain 7, make 5 singles into the 5 doubles. Chain 7, make 5 singles into the 5 doubles. And chain 7 again. And now we make 4 single crochet into the 4 doubles. And the 5th single goes into that second chain. And we finish with 3 chains and a treble into the second chain again. And now you can start this pattern at row 1 again and add as many rows as you like to make the scarf as big as you like. I made that 6 row pattern repeat 12 times, but I stopped with row 5. Now you can either stop with row 5 or row 2. Those are the rows that have the 5 doubles and the picots. Those look the prettiest. So either stop with row 2 or row 5. Now let's add a border to our scarf. With Solomon knots, we start in the first corner, go on the side, down to the second corner and up the side to the third corner, and then we just go in rows back and forth and add rows with the Solomon knots, and we leave that third side empty, so we just work our 2 sides. Let's start our first row with Solomon knots down the side. Pull a long loop. I like to pull mine about 1 inch long and hold with your thumb. Pull the yarn through the loop, then pull through the left loop and pull through 2 loops and repeat. Pull the same long loop, hold with your thumb, pull through the loop, the left loop, and 2 loops. One more time, pull a long loop, the same long loop, hold with your thumb, pull through the left loop, and through both loops. We start each row with 3 Solomon knots. Now skip over the triangle where we made the 5 doubles into, go into the next chain space and make a single crochet. Then make 2 Solomons, pull long, pull through the left loop through 2 loops, make the second Solomon, pull long, pull through the left loop through both loops. skip over the triangle where we made the 5 doubles, go into the next chain space and make 2 Solomon knots. Start with a single crochet, then make 2 Solomons, 1 and 2, and now you can repeat that pattern until you get to the corner of the scarf. Skip over the triangle where we made the 5 doubles and make a single crochet and 2 Solomons into the chain space. Make a single crochet into the last chain space and make 2 Solomon knots. Then make a single crochet into the triangle, the very first triangle that we made, and make 2 Solomon knots, 1 and 2, and make another single crochet into the same triangle, and that's our corner. Then repeat the pattern on the other side. Make 2 Solomon knots, 1 and 2, and now we skip over that triangle, but now the triangle is behind the chain, so go into the chain space again, make the single crochet and the 2 Solomon knots, 1 and 2. Go next to that triangle into the chain space, make a single crochet and 2 Solomon knots, and you can repeat that pattern until you get to the end of the row. At the end of the row, make your last single crochet into the last chain space, make 2 Solomons and skip the triangle. And make your single crochet into the second chain, so that's the first double crochet out of the 5. Make a single crochet and start row 2, and we always start each row with 3 Solomons, so make 3 Solomon knots, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work and go in between the 2 Solomon knots. They kind of hang in the air. Go into that single crochet we made in between the 2 Solomon knots. You can turn it a little bit towards you so you can see the V-stitch. Make a single crochet and 2 Solomons, 1 and 2. Go to the next pair of Solomons, grab that single crochet on top, turn it a little bit to see, make the single crochet and then 2 Solomons, and you can repeat it until you get to the corner space. Make the single crochet in between the previous 2 Solomons and 2 Solomons. Make the 2 Solomons in between the previous 2 Solomons until you get to the corner. Then here are our 2 Solomons we made into the corner. Go into that single crochet and make a single crochet and then also make 2 Solomons. 1 and 2. And then we're forming the corner again. Make a single crochet into the same stitch, into the same single crochet. And you can bend it a little backwards. It may be easier for you this way. So we made 2 Solomon knots into the previous stitch, and that's always gonna be our corner. And now we can repeat our regular pattern. Make 2 Solomons, and a single crochet in between the next 2 Solomon knots, 2 Solomons, and a single crochet in between the next 2 Solomons. And we finish the row again with a single crochet in between the last 2 Solomons and 2 Solomon knots. And here we have our 3 that we made in the beginning. Go between the first and the second Solomon knot and make a single crochet. So here are the 2 that are empty now. We will always make 3 Solomon knots in the beginning of every row. So make 3 Solomon knots, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work clockwise. Skip the 3 Solomons we just made and go in between the next 2 Solomons and repeat. Make a single and 2 Solomons. go in between the next 2 Solomons, make a single and 2 Solomons, and repeat that until you get to the corner again. Make your single crochet in 2 Solomon knots in between the last 2 Solomons, and then make your corner go in between the 2 Solomons that we made into the corner, and make your single crochet. Make 2 Solomons, 1 and 2, and make a single crochet into the same single crochet again. So we have 1 single, 2 Solomons, and 1 single again into the same stitch. Then continue with the pattern. Make 2 Solomons and a single crochet in between the next 2 Solomons, and so on. Now you can make as many rows as you like. Remember to finish the rows with a single crochet in between the first and the second Solomon, and start the rows with 3 Solomon knots. Then turn your work, go in between the first and the second Solomon, make the single crochet and 2 Solomons, single crochet, 2 Solomons. Then when you get to the corner, make a single, 2 Solomons, and a single in between the previous 2 corner Solomon knots. And then you can continue the pattern on the other side. And I used up all my yarn, and I finished the scarf with a single crochet between the first and the second Solomon, and I did sew in my loose end. I hope you like the scarf and the blouse, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.